as at the same time showing you guys what is going on to my life. It's been 2 years, more than 2 years now since we got separated. At the same time, I've been waiting for my divorce to be finished. Now, you can also apply this. Analyze your relationship right now if you are struggling. This will help you to recognize if you are in unhealthy relationship, because love is not enough without this. Like unlicensed driver. When you drive, you don't have enough knowledge. So we only know how to drive, which is love. Because of our immaturity, we're going to have a lot of conflict. Yes, I'm already in a relationship right now. So we already met. Excited. He's a Filipino, yes. He's from other country, but he is a Filipino. He is 13. Hi everyone, my name is and calling your ex toxic over and over without realizing that you are also the problem. Because we don't know how to communicate effectively, regulating our emotion, we are such a mess. And the worst part here is we do victim blaming. Like I do to my ex, you cannot go build a new relationship, because what is going to happen? You are just gonna victimize yourself, that hoping this person is gonna be fit on their needs without even realizing that they are also the problem. We thought this is normal. Stonewalling like tampo. And also this, what I'm about to tell you is analyze if you are ready for a relationship.
It's been 6 months. If you are wondering, guys, what am I doing here? I also don't know. So bear with me. I'm trying to at least somehow start somewhere. So let's go.
Imagine you're just gonna come to a realization that one day you're gonna wake up in the morning with broken marriage and started questioning everything, your worth, because the person that you trusted betrayed you, not even protected you, but betrayed you and cheated on you. This is a normal morning that I have in my first year being separated with him. These are the mental load that I am carrying around, questioning myself, my self-worth, and questioning why. This is like a biggest question in my head, why I couldn't just move on. Because imagine the person that you stayed with and protected. I lower my standard, even though he couldn't afford to have anything here in the Philippines, even food in the table. I stayed. I worked hard and supported him financially. I was there with him, working on his business until we got a house here in the Philippines. I was working with him. I provided him things. I protected him from family, from around people around. And all I was asking is love me and protect me. But I couldn't understand why he betrayed me instead, why he didn't protect me. And the craziest thing here is I couldn't move on. Why this person who you build your family and married to suddenly destroyed everything in the blink of an eye, and all the hard work is just nothing for him. Didn't even feeling sorry that he destroyed everything and left you broken hearted. Actually, that is the wildest question that I want to know. I would love to know why there's some people like him would just leave this person brokenhearted and not even feeling sorry to have a remorse for what they did. Not even that, they would spread other people that it was me the problem. And then how could this person just move on? Imagine right after I move out, at days after I move out from the house, he already in a relationship. Like, how can you move on right after at days I left the house? You're already in relationship. How can you move on easily just like that? I couldn't understand it. It will help me so much to understand, isn't it me the problem? Or isn't it what is going on behind this thinking that you could just do that to a person and move on just like that? Because for me, it's just very disturbing. Until I got your answer. Come on. This is the reason why I didn't do any vlog for more than 6 months, because this is really confusing until I finally figure it out. Come on, I'm happy to share it to you guys. Guess what? What I'm about to tell you guys is a common mistake, a common problem of is most of our relationship. Even you are educated, uneducated, or you're rich or poor. This is the common problem of our relationship. That's why we have ended up failing our relationship. You can also apply this, analyze your relationship right now if you are struggling. This will help you to recognize if you are in unhealthy relationship. And also this, what I'm about to tell you is analyze if you are ready for a relationship. First, why am I angry? First, this is me. This is my ex. I come from horrible family, immature parents, neglected, poor family. I grew up poor, never experienced love, supported, blah, 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 blah. Same thing to him. He has a lot of trauma growing. Therefore, because we don't have good value coming from, supposedly coming from matured mama and papa, no, we don't have that. Most of us, commonly, we don't have that. So now we grew up, we thought this is normal. Stonewalling like tampo. Here in the Philippines, we thought that being tampo, it's a healthy way of resolving a problem. So we tend to do that. Dominant on controlling behavior, fear of commitment. So all of this, we have this. No one teach us that this one needs to be regulated. So when we entered the relationship without healing, again, without healing, we thought our relationship based on surface level. As long as we have love to each other, kindness, same goals, financial surviving, or even same style of in bed, we hope that that's it. But the real qualities to have, to must before entering a relationship is alignment. We have to know what is our attachment style, lifestyle, financial security, emotional availability, good values. Those are most important thing rather than love. Because love is not enough without this. Like unlicensed driver. When you drive, you don't have enough knowledge about the traffic and violations. Traffic rules, we don't have. So we only know how to drive, which is love. Because of our immaturity, we're going to have a lot of conflict. Because of our conflict, this is the trauma's response. This is the only trauma's our value, which is we don't know, we argue all the time, stonewalling, avoiding communication, negative feelings, dominance, self-esteem, because we don't know how to communicate effectively, regulating our emotion and everything. So we are such a mess. We are ending up challenges, immaturity equals resentment, misunderstanding, and a lot of resentment. So that's why we ended up in trouble. and we don't know how to fix it. So that's why we are ending up separating. And the worst part here is we do victim blaming, like I do to my ex, to myself, and blah, blah, blah. My ex is toxic, blah, 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 blah. But it can be avoided if we didn't skip the most important thing. Without this, don't move on. Don't start a relationship without this. If you're already in a relationship and you were not aware you were doing it, this will might help you. Go. Before you enter a relationship, you must done healing. Why? Because if you are done healing, you're gonna be matured. When you're gonna be matured, each one of you need to do the healing. If you healed before the relationship, the indication that you are healed and you are fit. That's why you love yourself. So important. Know your worth. Goal driven. Goal driven. You know how to take care of your body. It shows that you can take care of others people body. If you're financially fit, it shows that you're ready to have a family, because you are, especially for a guy, you allowed to date someone if you cannot even afford to support yourself or your other pre the person that you would like to be with. Fit in mind means every trauma, you are not supposed to weaponize it. Oh, this is me. This is how I am. I don't want to improve. You're hurting me. Blah, 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 blah. You are not allowed to ask someone to make you happy. You are not. That's not his or her responsibility to make you happy. You're supposed to know how to be happy by yourself first before you enter. You are not going to burden your partner to make you happy, to regulate your emotion. You are not allowed to do that, because that's mental burden to a partner. You are not allowed to victimize your partner just because you have stress, your unhealed trauma. You are not allowed to say, I am like this because I have trauma. You should not be in a relationship if you are still not healed to your trauma. Because if you are healthy and you always be busy to make yourself better and be better partner and be better person for everyone. So you have a good value. You have boundaries. Because if you have a boundaries, if someone cheat on you, you stay, you allow that. If someone disrespect you and you allow that, it's your fault why you allow, because you didn't put a boundaries. Again, you cannot victimize your partner treating you bad because you allowing it. And then you're not saying anything. When you are not saying anything because you don't have boundaries, and then later on what? You're gonna get tired. Avoid getting tired. So that's why there is a boundaries, because what you allow, you being cheated on, disrespect, the mistreated, if you allow that because you don't have boundaries, guess what? You deserve it. Same as me. That was my fault. Because I don't have boundaries, that's why I let him to cheat, I let him to disrespect me, I stayed with him even he is not financially stable. I stay until I got tired. Because what? I don't have this. I don't have these good qualities and deal breaker. So if you are in a relationship and you are tired and you didn't put the boundaries, it's not too late. Even you're at work, school, your friends, if you don't have boundaries and you allow that, guess what? It's your fault. Yeah. Don't victimize yourself because you didn't put a boundaries. Without boundaries, you're gonna get tired. Even your family, your classmate, your grandma, grandpa, you have to have a good boundaries. Means you are not allowing people to disrespect you by correcting them effectively. Like for example, my ex cheated on me, and I did was like wah, 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 but I stayed. And I know now that I cannot hold that against him because he has a trauma. He's unhealed. His value are poor. But I accept. I Vivin, I didn't go farther, deeper to know this guy. If he is even, because I don't have even a capability to know that because I'm also immature. So that's why we keep failing. We are doing the victimizing because he is also don't have boundaries, respect in himself, poor value, same thing to me. We are both victimizing ourselves because of our immaturity. Same to you. Here in the Philippines, you know the tampo. I thought before I'm laughing right now. I do tampo. I don't communicate effectively. I shut down, which is shutting down is one of the worst thing you would do to your relationship because we cannot victimize our partner because we are shutting down. That's the worst thing ever you can do to your partner, shutting down, not communicating your needs to your partner, and then you are victimizing them because you would just always expect that you should know what I want. So you need to work on the rules of a relationship. I will explain to you again that some other video. What are the unspoken rules to our relationship? Good indicator also of maturity is he has a good relationship with ex, kids, friends, family. Therefore, without healing and being matured, you cannot, you cannot go build a new relationship because what is going to happen? You are just gonna victimize yourself that hoping this person is gonna be fit on their needs without even realizing that they are also the problem. They are the problem, and she also has a problem. They are not even aware. They are not aligned. They just love each other, and they are just tolerating each other. They don't communicate. They're not growing. They're blah 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 blah. Same scenario. And calling your ex toxic over and over and over again without realizing that you are also the problem. And you might also meet someone who is immature again, and then the cycle will gonna keep going and on and on and if you're already in this relationship, you are constantly fighting, you don't know what to do. You have to study the rules of relationship, how to be healthy in relationship. You know what, guys? Because you and him will only save this relationship if you are willing to change and to change for a better version of yourself, because you cannot impose or change the person. Remember that. So only both of you comes from your willingness to able to save this struggling relationship. The rules of miscommunication and argument is not about who going to win. It's about understanding. It's not about attacking. It's about having conversation and understanding where each one is coming from. Because every winning of argument, you are losing the relationship. There's no such thing winning an argument. And I learned that in a hard way. In my relationship before, I always like, I am always right. And he's also always right, always right. It's not about understanding, it's about point. Who is do this? So even a old resentment, old argument, unresolved argument, we are gonna bring that back to attacking. So that's our way of attacking each other. It's not about listening and understanding where he's coming from and not too defensive because again, you know how the communication is a key. Your communication skill will determine your success in life. How much your understanding and everything will determine your what? Your growth, your life, your success. That's how important it is. So learn how to communicate effectively. But then again, if you found out that you don't have alignment, if you insist to change that person about going to the gym, going to the church, be kind, clean, good values, blah, 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 is going to get tired. That's not gonna work. If that person is not really this, you have to let go each other because love, surface love would not make the relationship last without alignment. So you have to analyze your goals alignments before it's too late. It's okay to let go if you guys don't have alignment rather than hurting yourself and ended up hurting yourself. I mean what I meant. I mean, you know what I mean. That's why on my healing, guys, to avoid this is the solution. I've done my healing to be matured. Therefore, this is my deal breaker and good qualities. I am if someone is trying to court me, I can tell already in 2 to 3 days. If they have this, one of these, that's my deal breaker. I'm not gonna go. And this is the only quality I will also accept. If they don't have this, I'm not even gonna accept them. The good qualities I would like to is matured, emotionally available. Our goals is mismatch. I'm sorry. I forgot to put this one, the goals. We without same goals, this will not going to make it without this being aligned. If you know what you want, you are only going to date this because you don't want to resent them or get tired of them later on just because they don't have these qualities. Or even this one, the deal breaker. If you decided to deal to, you know that you don't like this because you don't smoke, I don't have addiction, and you don't abandon your kids, and he does, so you're not gonna even entertain those immaturity, financially struggle. You cannot date someone financially struggle, especially a guy, because you're not a builder. That is his rule, to protect and provide. If you don't have that, you're not ready to a relationship. You don't cheat. You have money, you did that, but you lack of effort. You're not romantic. You're not making an effort. Laziness, that's also deal breaker for me. This is my standard because I know what I want and I have boundaries and I work on myself. I apologize, guys, because I just got my daughter in the
Good job.
and it's wet. Now I'm wet, if you notice that. So to be closing this one, guys. So therefore I stop. This is my update on my life. I did self-development for a month, like more than 6 months. I stopped uploading. At the same time, I've been waiting for my divorce to be finished. Now it's been finished in the United States. I'm just waiting for to be recognized here in the Philippines. So we are now on the process of finalizing here in the Philippines. And It's been it's been 2 years, more than 2 years now since we got separated. Say hi, Ella. Come. Hi everyone, my name is Ella, 70 years old. I sorry, because I miss blogging. I am presenting you the better version of myself, and I hope in this vlog I can inspire you, and I can also share you the things that I am learning, and we all grow, keep growing, develop self-development, and at the same time showing you guys what is going on to my life, and because that's life supposed to be. Just be happy and positive. It's been 2 years, more than 2 years now since we got separated with my ex. So I've been, yeah, there's, like I said, guys, I mentioned before to my blog, a lot of gentlemen's, very decent gentlemen's been approaching me, showing an interest to me, like I said, guys, and it took me a while to say yes to a gentleman. Yes, I'm already in a relationship right now. So we already met. And excited. So this gentleman that I am talking to, he's done his healing. He's a Filipino, yes. He's from other country, but he is a Filipino. He is 39 years, 29? Uy. He's a 39 years old, and he's a single dad. He's never been married. And yeah, I'm excited for you guys to to know him. Move on. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to meet you, my partner, my best friend, my therapy, my bodyguarder, my love, and my forever. So I cannot wait for you to meet him. Yes, he's a Filipino, and he is Ilocano. He is, yeah. Yeah. So I want to give you something, leave something to you guys. What you are not changing, you are choosing. If you choose to stay in a toxic relationship and not changing anything or leaving the relationship, you're choosing. So don't victimize yourself because you're the only one who can choose the better life and situation and healthier situation for you, for your kids, for you, for yourself and mental health. Giving too much, you will be less appreciated. Skills, again, guys, your communication skills will determine how successful you will be in any relationship, career, so on, so on, so on. Your relationship, especially to your family, to your sibling, to your people around you. Family member without connection is a stranger. Not because, like for example, you know someone like it's your tito, tita, they're just gonna come to you and have this entitlement in their mind and heart telling you like, hey, I am your tito, can I have your paper? They just gonna use their title to have an access to you because you are family. So I'm saying is, if you don't have connection, they are not making an effort, they are a stranger. If they are just going to you just because you're a family and using you, they are a stranger. Without connection, even your are relatives, family, even your mom, dad, siblings, if you don't have connection, you are a stranger. Ego will kill your relationship. Always winning an argument will kill your relationship. Staying away from ungrateful people because no matter how much you are giving them, you're not gonna be feel good enough. You're not going to feel good enough because they are ungrateful people. And you're gonna get tired of them and drained. That's very draining people to be with. Ungrateful and always taking advantage of you. Never ask advice of someone with whom you wouldn't want to trade your place, right? If they saying do this, do that, but their life is horrible, miserable, Why would you listen to these people if they are, even it's your parents, even it's your relatives, even if you don't like their life and what they're doing in their life, don't ask someone that, because how can you figure out my life if you cannot even figure out your life, right? So that's all, guys. I'm so happy, and I hope you get something from this. And um, I will tell you guys more about my our love story, my relationship right now. I will give you more update and where we met and how we met, and the and and so also another advice says how we keep our relationship uh healthy, like every argument that, when you are in a healthy relationship, when every argument that you have become a good memory once you resolve it. Like, remember when we had argued there, and then yeah, it was so sweet. Like, the resentment is not there. Ay! Okay, guys. Okay, guys, that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much again for joining me in my little blog, comeback blog right now, and I'm so happy to be here and to share you again my life, better version of me, and I hope we all go grow and join me again in my blog to share you my positivity and my growth, and my personal life and my life here in this blog. And I just want to say thank you so much for those who stay there, and for those who is new here, welcome. For not for old viewers, you're you're my man. Thank you so much for showing. Thank you so much for staying. That's all, guys. Thank you. Bye.